Good morning to everyone. Welcome to Royal Palace PU College. So as we have discussed in previous class, like a brief introduction of biology and the different concepts which are included in first PUC biology, like different chapters which are included in biology. So as I have discussed about all these concepts from the biology concepts from PUC 1. So let us discuss about in this class what is a living, how these living organisms can performing different characters. The first concepts of biology, it will be starts to introduce about the living organism. So already in last class I have introduced about this living. What is a living? So how to consider a organism it is in a living, how it will be performing the living characters. So let us take the characters, what is living. So the living, it represents, it has to perform different characters. Like if a organism we may consider as a living, it has to perform these following characters. One we called it as a growth. And the other one we called it as a reproduction. And the third one we called it as the metabolism. And the fourth one we called it as the consciousness. The consciousness. Like different characters can be performed by the organisms. All these following characters can be seen only in the living organisms. None of the living organisms should not to follow any other characters. If you have to observe the growth, we have seen that organism shows the growth from increase of their internal cell number or internal cell mass. The irrespective growth in a internal manner inside the body of an organism, that we can consider as a growth. When it comes to the reproduction, what is mean by a reproduction? So let us take a reproduction is an event of multiplication of organism number. There it is not cell number, it is organism number. It means the parental organisms can help for production of their daughter organisms or their offsprings. Such a mechanism we called it as the reproduction mechanism. Let us discuss about more and more examples of reproduction. First, definition of the reproduction, it represents the production of a new organisms, the production of new individuals by involuntary of their parents. a production of new individuals. The new organism formation is occur by involvement of their parent. Without parent, they can't able to produce. If you have to observe these reproduction mechanism, so living organisms only can perform this character of reproduction, because if you may observe one watch or one shirt, you may keep in the box for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. It doesn't show 2 watches at any cost. It doesn't produce. Likewise, in the a board or a chalk piece are these metals, benches, tables, walls, and the fans, and the electronic materials like mobiles, the switchboards, and sand particles, like different examples we can give as a non-living things. Those non-living things does not involve the reproduction mechanism. But whereas when it comes to living organisms, if you have to observe the living organisms, what we may consider from the kingdoms of Monera, Protista, and Mycota, and the Plantae, and Animalia, all these organisms can perform the reproduction mechanism. Let us take an example of a cell called as a bacterium. If you have to observe this reproduction mechanism, now you have to imagine this is a cell of bacterium, and this bacterium cell has their flagellus, and which has a genetic material that we called it as a plasmid DNA, and the vector DNA, so this is a cell of bacterium. Bacteriums will comes under the kingdom of Monera. So if you have to observe this bacterial cell, it is a single celled organisms, unicellular condition. So their entire life cycle will be starts with a unicellular condition and ends with unicellular condition. Let us take such type of bacterial cells, how they involved for reproduction mechanism. Now we have to observe this bacterial cell, it undergoes a reproduction mechanism with the help of first the nuclear division. The nuclear material should be goes the half, then it is involuntary of like formation of 2 babies or 2 daughter individuals. After a process of cell division, now it can reproduced by formation of 2 individual babies. So this is a one individual, and this is the another individual, and which has the a plasmid DNAs and the remaining materials which are produced. So let us take how this division is occurred in the sense, this is a bacterial cell, it is a bacterium is a single, bacteria is a plural. Now bacterium, one bacterium can undergoes a cell division process, we called it as binary fission. Binary fission. Bi in the sense two, and fission in the sense one parental organism can divided into two pieces. Fission in the sense pieces, breakdown mechanism. The fission, it indicates the breakdown mechanism. So like one parental organism, now here new individuals are formed by the help of a parent organism. If this parent organism is not present, then these daughter individuals are not produced. These are the daughter individuals or new individuals. Now these are new individuals by the result of a binary fission. By each binary fission, one parent cell can undergoes to produce the two-celled divisions. So like if we have to observe unicellular organisms, so these are completes their life cycle within unicellular condition, a single cell only. Whatever the cell it is, this is only can performing the digestion process. This cell only can involve with the respiration mechanism. So this cell only can be involved with the all kind of metabolic functions, like it may reproduction, or it may be the excretion, it may be the respiration, it may be the digestion, or it may be the gases exchange. Like every function can be performed by the help of a single cell. That's why all unicellular organisms can performing their life process with the help of a unicellular condition. We may observe many other examples for the unicellular organisms, like you may take an amoeba. So a amoeba cell you may observe, this amoeba cell which has composed of so the amoebas are in a irregular shaped cells. Here it is a amoeba. AMOEBA, amoeba. This amoeba has the nucleus, and the presence of cytoplasm, in the presence of the contractile vacuoles, and a pseudopodium. This we called it as a pseudopodium. Is a false foot, and this is a nucleus, and this is a contractile vacuole. And this is a cytoplasmic fluid. So let us take an example of a unicellular organism called as a bacterium. So this bacterium can undergoes a cell division function, like we called it as a binary fission. Now this a single celled organism can undergoes a division mechanism called as a binary fission. Sometimes when the conditions are unfavorable, normally this cell can involve the binary fission mechanism. When it comes to abnormal condition in the sense whether the high temperature it will be present, high salty condition it is present, high pH values it will be present, high acidic conditions it will be present, like a low temperature it is present, more salty concentration, like during such kind of unfavorable conditions time, that amoeboid cell can produce us a cyst formation. Around it a cyst formation it will be present. Then inside this cyst amoeboids will be develops, means nuclear divisions it will be occur. That nucleus, now it is a nucleus, it undergoes many pieces, fission, like division mechanism. So what will happen at finally in the sense by formation of a cyst, around this cyst inside the system many number of the amoeboid or amoeboids, those amoeboids will be produced. Those amoeboids can help for the individual formation. Whenever the cyst will be broken, automatically all these amoeboids will be comes outside and they performing their individual life. Like so here we may observe these bacterial cells. This bacterium undergoes a binary fission to produce two daughter cells. If these amoebas also can undergoes a binary fission to produce two amoeboids. Otherwise, if the conditions are unfavorable during that time, these amoeboid cells undergoes a multiple fission formation. Multiple fission in the sense many copies of daughter cells production is called as the multiple copies or multiple fission. Like these are involved in the a process we called it as the multiple fission. Like if we have to observe, this is the structure of a around this amoeboid cell, it can produce us a cyst. This we called it as a cyst formation. This is a cyst during unfavorable conditions, and inside the nucleus of amoeba can undergo divisions to many pieces. This is a one nucleus, and this is a another nucleus, this is a another nucleus, and this is another nucleus, this also the another nucleus. Like many nuclei are produced or developed due to the nuclear divisions of a amoebas. So whenever this cyst will be broken, and due to the broken of this cyst, all these amoeboids will be comes outside, and the outside coming each amoeboid cell will be behaves like a amoeba. This we call it as the amoeboids. So these amoeboids are coming outside, and each one will develop into a amoeba cell. That is an example for the multiple fission. Here we can observe the multiple fission. So like the amoeboid cells during unfavorable conditions they produce their protective layer called as the cyst, around this, within the cyst, the nucleus undergoes many divisions to produce us the amoeboid nuclei, and these nuclei, whenever the cyst will be broken, all those nuclei will be comes outside, and those each nuclei will behave like their individual life and their parental form. So each one appear like a amoeba like a structure. So finally each one will be performing their individual life. They are not to depend on their parental cells. So such a mechanism can be seen in the reproduction of the amoeboids during unfavorable conditions. So these are kind of reproduction methods in unicellular organisms. When it comes to the multicellular organisms, like take an example of human beings. So the human beings are involved in a sexual reproduction. The reproduction method is a sexual mode, because by the involvement of two parental cells, and these two parental cells can release us their gametes, and those gametes will be fused in the female body of an organism like mother cell in mother, then the development of the zygote, then zygote to the embryo, from embryo to the fetus, from fetus to the newly developed organism. After completion of this gestation period, then the new baby will be delivered. So like many of the reproductive methods, when it comes to, you can observe in the plants, like we called it as the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, and the gymnosperms, angiosperms. These different classes of plant, those plant performing their reproduction, either of like the spores are helping, gametes are helping, and sexual reproduction is helping, asexual reproduction is helping. Like in a different mode, the reproduction mechanism can be observed in the different organisms with respective to their environmental conditions. If the environmental conditions are not suitable, then automatically they will go for the another mode of reproduction, another different mode of reproduction mechanisms. Like many of the examples can be studied under this reproduction mechanism. Let us observe the another mechanism that we call it as a metabolism. So metabolism is a sum of total chemical reactions occur in a body of an organism So some of the biochemical reactions takes place in our body. Not only in our body, all the living organisms body. So metabolic reactions, in the sense, if you have to observe these metabolic reactions, the total biochemical reactions which are takes place. Biochemical reactions, so let us take an example in the plants. So the plants, in presence of the sunlight, to absorb the sunlight and utilizing the water, and they will produce us their food material called as glucose or the starch, that we called it as a photosynthesis mechanism. Is one kind of metabolic function. Likewise, in the respiration mechanism, let us take an example of respiration mechanism. So during this respiration mechanism, whatever the food it will be digested inside the body, and finally to release out the carbon dioxide releasing Such a mechanism we called it as a reproduction, it is a mechanism called as respiration process. Likewise in a reproduction, during maturation of the reproductive organs and the hormonal productions, all these hormonal coordination we called it as a metabolic reactions. Those metabolic reactions can be helps for production of gametes. Likewise in the plant bodies as well as in the animal bodies or the simple organisms, all these can be performing the some different kind of the metabolic functions. Those metabolic functions can be helps for growth and development of living organisms, as well as their species development, or we call it as their population development purpose. These metabolic reactions it will be helping. These metabolic reactions are differentiated into like catabolic reactions and anabolic reactions. The catabolic reactions is a energy production process, and the anabolic process or anabolic reactions, it indicates the energy utilization process. So energy production like photosynthesis is a food production process, we called it as a catabolic process. And when it comes to the anabolic process, the respiration is the best example for the anabolic process. One way the food is produced, and the other way the produced food can be utilized and release out the gases, like in the form of carbon dioxide or in the form of in a different ways, those it will be goes outside. That it is energy utilization process, energy production process. Those can be considered as two mechanisms of metabolism. One we called it as a catabolic process, and the another one we called it as a anabolic. The anabolism, like it is a energy construction process, it is a and this we called it as energy destruction. So best examples for this catabolic we called it as photosynthesis, and for these we can give the best example like respiration. So the photosynthesis is a energy production process, and respiration is a energy utilization process. Like the metabolism, it represents a sum of biochemical reactions takes place within our body. We call them it as a metabolic activities and metabolic functions. Let us take an example of a digestion mechanism. So during digestion, whatever the food we are taking, whether it may be the carbohydrate, or it may be the protein, or it may be the different like complex materials we are taking, that we called it as like rice in the form of wheat, or in the form of rotis, chapatis, and the rice, and different types of sabjis we are taking. With that help, the food undergoes a digestion mechanism to finally produces the simple forms. The simple forms we called it as like it may be converted into the simple sugars like glucose manner, or the fructose manner, or the protein manner, or the fatty manner, like different simple forms it will be convert. The converted simple forms can be mixed in the blood region, and it will be supplied to different organs of the body. It means so complex material can be broken down and simplify into the simple substances. Those simple substances can be utilized by our body, like energy is required for us. By taking our food, finally we get the energy. That energy is in the form of ATP. The ATP, it indicates the adenosine triphosphate. The ATP as an energy form, it will be stored in our body. It indicates the adenosine triphosphate. The adenosine triphosphate, an energy form that it will be stored in our body region. Like in the so the stored energy can be utilized during different functions, like we are running or we are jogging, we are physical exercises we are doing, likewise talking and doing some work, the written work, or giving the lectures, like different activities while we are performing. During that time, this stored energy can be utilized by our body. If the energy is not present, that body should not to perform any activities, like it can't able to move from one place to another place, and he can't able to walk, he can't able to talk, he can't able to jump, he can't able to run, like all the functions will be stopped. The person will becomes a very ill affected, or we called it as very weak, that it will, we can easily identify like a patient condition. So that's why the energy is present, then he can perform any functions. So like we called it as the all the functions can be under the control of these metabolic reactions. That's why these metabolic reactions will be helps for the body functionings, like we called it as the growth and development, as well as in the organism body should be increases their size, or to performing the different kind of functions, like digestion we have performed, then release out the urinals and the fecal matter, like waste materials we are releasing out from our body. So that's why these metabolic function it will be helping. Like the another, like a respiration process, by taking off the oxygen and we are releasing out the carbon dioxide. But taking off this oxygen, it undergoes the body and performing many of the metabolic functions. So like many kind of the examples we can study under this metabolism. Then the congivousness. The congivousness, it represents the organisms can respond to their external stimuli. The organisms can respond to their external stimuli. The organisms can respond to their external stimuli. This is a condition all the living organisms, whether it may be the plant, or whether it may be the algae, or whether it may be the bryophyte, pteridophyte, angiosperm, gymnosperm, or the organisms like we called it as a porifera, coelenterata, ctenophora, oschyhelminths, platyhelminths, and the annelids, arthropods, molluscans, and echinodermids, hemichordates, chordates. All these living organisms can perform a character that we called it as a congivousness. So congivousness, it represents the organisms can respond to their external stimuli. External stimuli, it indicates like one in external region in our environment, the temperature it is rises very hot during the time of summer. Even though we are our body automatically, with respect to the increase of temperature, it shows some characters that we called it as feeling hotness. Due to that result, release out of the sweat. It is a one stimulation mechanism. So nobody is not telling to our body to release out the sweat because of external hot conditions, extreme conditions. You may observe in the a temperature will becomes zero, or temperature will becomes very low during winter, a very cool it is occur, automatically our body will start to shiver. Why this shivering is occurring? Because of it, our body is not adjusting with the external temperature. That's why in our body has started to release out the heat, to generate the heat by the form of shivering. So like in external conditions, climatic conditions, our body shows the stimuli. It means respond it is showing. The respond it is showing. Like every individual, every living organism can respond to their external stimuli. Take an example, one plant, touch me not plant. If you may touch the leaves of the plant, it will contract. It means it will closes its leaves. All the leaves they will become closed, and whenever after a period of certain rest, again they will become open. This is the best example that we can observe in case of the plants. We called it as a touch me not plant. Those touch me not plants, if you may touch it, automatically they will becomes contracted and closes their leaves, and if you may not be touched, then they will becomes very open manner. In the plants, every plant they shows some responses to their external environment, climatic conditions. Like you may observe the many types of the angiospermic plants, gymnospermic plants, algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes. All these organisms they shows their response. Likewise in the escaping of the enemies, you may observe any hazardous conditions or any enemies will be occurring, automatically the organism shows the response to escape from that region to another region. Like such type of the external stimulations will be occur, or such type of characters can be seen only in the organisms, that organisms we called it as a living organisms. These are the basic concepts for living organisms. Why should we consider as a living organism? ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಈ ಒಂದು ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳನ್ನ ಅವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು. ಆ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ಒಂದು ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂತಾನೋತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಇರಲಿ, ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಶರೀರಾಗ ನಡೀತಾವು, ಅದನ್ನು ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಕ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಂಜಿವಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್. ದ ಕಾಂಜಿವಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಅದರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನ್ವಿರಾನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಆಗೋದು, ಆ ಪ್ರಕ್ರಿಯೆನ ಏನಂತಾರಂದರೆ ಕಾಂಜಿವಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಲಕ್ಷಣಗಳು ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದೀಸ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ, and thank you.